Here we go. One more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I haven't had a lot of sleep because I'm creating a training with a friend and you're invited. So I dropped the link about 6 hours ago here on my Facebook page. For those of you who are new to my show, I'm Elle Ingalls, creator of the Pressure Free Method, and spontaneous training going on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope that you can join us. And I say us because it's not just me. I have a colleague who is in an international mastermind on leadership with me. And we were up until like 1 a.m. last night creating this training on really stepping up your leadership. We're calling it stepping up your leadership. What do I mean by leadership? I don't just mean like leading a company or being your own boss or that. I mean how you're leading your life. My friend Nancy, Rudy, and I have put together frameworks, simple ways that you can start to up-level your leadership so that everything else in your life starts to flow better, so that you're no longer a victim of your life, but you're starting to become the author of your life. You're writing your life story. I've talked about this with you before if you've been on my show, but working with Nancy, we were able to really bring some great ideas to you. So I know that if you come tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, there's going to be a takeaway for you that really could transform many areas of your life, not just your business life or your home life, but really encompassing so many areas of your life. Many years ago, you've probably heard this phrase, but I had a coach who drilled it into me. How you do anything is how you do everything. Or how you do everything is how you do anything. And so how you're leading your life in your day-to-day activities, when you're on the phone with people, if you're a salesperson or someone who has a business and needs to connect to clients, or if you're in the healthcare and you need to connect to patients, if you have a team who works with you or for you, if you own a business and you have a team who works for you, how are you leading that? Is it working? Are you delegating? Are you really developing leaders? Or are you secretly doing a lot of things because you prefer the way you do it to the way they do it? How much leadway are you giving them to grow? So as I said, Nancy and I have put together some frameworks for you to really help you and give you some distinctions on this. And I think I'm going to pop up my screen. I don't do this very often on these 8 a.m.s, but I have a little framework. Let's see if I can find it here. I think it's in my pressure-free folder. You see my desktop here for a moment. And let's do it this way. It's in my charts. I have a cool little chart that I would like to share just this morning that I think would just be really helpful for you this morning. Where are my charts? Pressure-free. Do you see charts? I haven't had a lot of sleep, so bear with me here. Here we go. Okay. The above the line chart. Yes, this is it right here. Okay, let's do a couple of these. This is a chart I built when I was thinking about what behaviors, what things do we do that can easily trigger the stress response. It's like priming the pump. And if we start moving into these behaviors and the results aren't happening, then it's very easy to trigger the stress response and you're under the line. So this line here is a real distinction between leading your life and being a victim of your life. So when you look at some of these words down below here, words like amateur. Are you an amateur in what you're doing in life, or are you a professional? I'm going to be honest here for a moment. I've been in business for 12 years, and for some of that time, I was not leading my business the way I really needed to. I wasn't touching enough lives with pressure free. So I was really in the amateur zone, just kind of dabbling. Is there something in your life you've been just kind of dabbling at that you need to get more pro about? Even in your personal life, are you dabbling at being a parent, or are you really showing up and being a parent? Are you dabbling at being in an intimate relationship, or are you really showing up and really being a partner to your partner? In sickness and in health, I was talking about that with a client the other day. In sickness and in health is the hard one. When your partner's going through something hard, are you amateur about it, or are you holding the line and being a pro? So that's a really great distinction. Another one is immature, mature. Immature, mature. So I have mature at the top here. Are you being mature, or are you still in 7th grade? I think that so much of our behavior in the stressed out areas, the below the line behaviors, is just because we haven't stepped up our leadership into becoming adults. So that's kind of an interesting one. Are you lazy? Are you messy? And by messy, be like overly messy. In fact, I have a client right now who we're working on just clearing up some spaces, clearing some surfaces on their desk, in their home. Because when you see a clear surface, this can get more clear. Does that make sense? This is really, really powerful. And so, and actually, I have to credit who I learned that from. I learned that from Stuart Wilde. He said, if you're all a muddle up in here, then clean something. I can't do his British accent. Just clean something. Are you selfish sometimes? There's a difference there's so many distinctions between being self-empowered and having high self-esteem and being selfish. I have some really interesting things I coach on about that. Are you needy? Or are you loving? Are you kind? Are you generous? Bossy, bullying. We mentioned these in the B's of Pressure Free for sure. Let's just pick one more today. I'm gonna pick the one judgmental, because I think it really clouds our ability to be great leaders. When we're judgmental, so people are highly judgmental about me, because I put myself out there all the time. And so as a leader, we have to take it. You have to take it. But when you can stop being so judgmental, I used to be horribly judgmental, really horrible about a lot of things. In fact, if I just saw somebody who drank or smoked, I had a lot of judgment. I softened all of that. It's still a little issue with some things, because I know what some things do to the brain, like weed, and I have to be like, okay, you gotta soften this so we can help. So look at places where you're a little bit judgmental. And then let's look about what's above the line. We've got our 8 minutes. That's amazing. I'm on just a little bit of sleep right now. Professional, mature, friendly, collaborative. I love the fact that I'm working with Nancy tonight. We're collaborating to really bring something very, very special to you tonight. So I'm going to drop the link here below. And if you like this little thing here and you like it, just private message me. I can send this little rubric for you, and you can look at some things under the line that you really want to work on. But I hope you'll join Nancy and me tonight. We're going to share some really, really impactful things that can help you start to step up and be the leading person in your life. Like, be the person that is really making things happen, really living the life that you always knew you deserved, but you didn't quite know how to get firing on all cylinders. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I will drop the link below, and I hope you can join us, and I will wish you a very, very pressure-free day. We'll see you tomorrow.